Yeah, g'day YouTubers. Tinker O'Toole again with another video. Today I'm going to talk about zeroing a micrometer. They call it calibration. So I do it probably a little bit different than maybe other people because I can put this on zero, but I never measure at zero. And just because you put this on zero doesn't mean that it's calibrated 100%. I'm very close to zero, but I'm not exactly on the line. And if we have a look, we'll try and zoom in there. Look, I'm pretty close. There we are there. All right, so if I loosen it like that, it's almost, yeah, look, it's almost on the line, just slightly over there. That's about 2 clicks. 1, 2, 3 clicks. There it is, not quite on the line. So sometimes you get a slightly different read, and mind you, that's calibrated at 20 degrees. Now, you turn it over at the back, you'll see this little tiny hole like that. And with the C-spanner that it comes with, you put the C-spanner in that hole and you can turn it in either direction to line it up to the zero. But what I said before is that you don't measure at zero. So they're assuming that if you put it on zero, that the rest of the micrometer will be okay without error. How do you really know that the rest is? Well, it's on a thread and it's usually 50 turns from 0 to 25 mil. So you would expect it to be pretty good, but it could be a fraction out. So the only way to really check is with a gauge block. Now this gauge block is really accurate, really accurate. So, and you've got to make sure that it's clean. So what I like to do with my micrometers, and I've got a set of them, is yes, it's almost going to be on the line, but a lot of the times you could be just slightly off the line, just slightly off, because as I said, you don't measure on the line. So we're at 20 degrees, which is a calibrating temperature. And this block is extremely accurate to over 4 digits. Much more accurate than this micrometer. So it's 20 millimeters. And I want to see how this is calibrated at 20 millimeters as opposed to 0. It's almost perfect on the line, but not quite. So what we'll do, we'll make sure that it is, you've got to make sure that there is absolutely, you've got a mirror finish, right? So you've got to make sure that you don't have any lint or anything on it. You need to do this a few times. We'll just turn in. So there we are, about a half a line, a little bit more there, just measuring in different spots, almost on the line. Now I could adjust this with the C-spanner so that it lines up perfectly on the 0, but then if I do that, it'll be slightly out on here. Now, I'm pretty happy with that because that's registering a half a line, right? And a half a line is quite accurate, very accurate, because it's 0.005, right, in millimeters. And in inches, that is 0.000197. So that's pretty accurate. And that's the way that I like to calibrate them, is if I can put it right in the middle of the two lines with a 20 millimeter piece. So, and if we put a 10 millimeter, we'll get a 10 millimeter and we'll measure a 10mm and we'll see how accurate that is, because that's the way that I like to check. Not just put it on 0 and say, oh yeah, the rest of it's going to be okay. So if it's a fraction of a line to the negative or to the positive, that's the way that I will calibrate it. Not put it just on 0 and expect the rest will be perfect. So we'll get a 10mm block and we'll check that. Okay, so this is a 10mm. There it is there. All right. That's a 10mm. And we'll just loosen it. There we go. Pretty spot on, isn't it? See, look at that. That's right on. One thing about a gauge block is we check for parallelism to make sure that it's parallel at one end and it's parallel in the middle. You've got to make sure that when you do this, that you turn in the right amount of clicks, which is 3, and you do it slowly. Don't do it really hard or quick. Look, as far as I'm concerned, that is pretty spot on. It doesn't get much better than that. That is fairly accurate. So that's what now if we go back to 0, now the other thing that happens, make sure you've always got a lint-free cloth. And you always got to keep wiping and making sure that if you're going to 0 it, that it doesn't have lint or specks of dirt or anything else on it, because it'll never shut it. See, look at that. That's pretty good. It's just a hair past 0. And as I said, you don't measure at 0. And as you saw, I would much rather that be more accurate at 10mm and at 20mm than at 0, because I don't measure anything at 0. So yeah, I'm going to be measuring anywhere probably from 10mm upwards. So that's where I can adjust with the C-spanner to be just it may be a fraction out at 0, but it's more accurate at 10 and 20, rather than put it dead accurate at 0 and be a line out on 10 or 20. So that's the way that I calibrate them. And in most cases, we're only talking a fraction between the lines, right? So yeah, as I said, if you've got it on 0, like you see a lot of videos and they say, oh, I'll put it on 0, you're assuming that if you put it on 0 and you go through the rest of the scale right up to 25mm, that it's going to be dead accurate at all those. And the only way that you can really check is with a proper calibrated gauge block. And you see that mirror finish. That's the type of finish that you get on them. And if you do have some gauge blocks, or you are going to calibrate, make sure you do it at 20 degrees, right? And make sure that the gauge block and the micrometer have been sitting in the same room at 20 degrees, at least for 10-15 minutes, at least, right? That way you're guaranteed that you'll get the best result as possible. Look, I hope this information helps, because some people just do it wrong. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.